Outnumbered by police and under their watchful gaze, a united call from workers' groups. Address rising unemployment and increase the national minimum wage. Unchanged for more than 25 years, it offers a minimum of just $7 a month.
The minimum wage is simply not enough. It only covers a fraction of your monthly costs. It's not enough.
Unemployment is constantly increasing. As factories are privatized, the workers lose their jobs. Then they hire people on lower wages.
I've worked in the same job for 39 years, and now my pay is just $110 a month. It's not enough for a decent life.
The government puts unemployment at 10%. In reality, it's much higher than that. That's why workers' groups like these say many jobless are forced to accept whatever wages they can get. It's also why they say their minimum wage must be increased from $7 a month to $200, a fair wage.
Egypt has seen industrial action on the rise. A flashpoint for protests, this strike in 2007 at the Middle East's largest textile mill at Mahala. Tens of thousands of workers walked off the job for 3 days, demanding an increase to the minimum wage. A year later, police efforts to stop another strike led to 2 days of unrest. Critics say the government has put their drive to attract foreign investment before the welfare of their workers.
Well, I don't think the government really cares about keeping workers happy. I don't think that's really the issue. It has to keep them quiet. I think that's a more important issue for the government at the moment, to make sure they are not making trouble for investors.
Supporting the call of these protesters, last month the country's administrative court ruled that the government must review the minimum wage. It must take into account soaring inflation and the rising price of basic commodities. President Mubarak swiftly announced a 10% pay rise for government workers, seen by some as an effort to shore up their support ahead of parliamentary elections. But workers' groups are less sure he will give in to the demands of millions of the country's lowest paid workers. Tarek, Bazley, Al Jazeera, Cairo.